All right. Welcome to another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best new metal adjacent podcast from two dudes who are old enough to and fat enough, obviously, to be there. I'm one half of your hosting duo, Jay Horskow. With me, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TIM Manager, Junior Tim. How is it going?
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful. Now he's being facetious. All right. And with us, we have the guys again from Stepa. We keep coming on. So, Ian, Jesse, Blake, and fourth name?
Brendan.
All right.
Yeah.
So the funny part about tonight's episode is we have interviewed these guys and had these guys on so often that we didn't come in with a prepared agenda. So it's going to be a bit of a rambler. We're just going to go and see where the conversation takes us. So I'm going to throw something out there to start talking about. Were all of you aware? I just saw this come across the wire this morning. There is a massive lawsuit between Limp Bizkit and Universal Music Group. And anybody Brendan caught some of the details of it. Apparently they are suing Universal, and the more discovery they go through, the more they realize that Limp Bizkit has recouped a shit ton of money that through inventive record label accounting was hidden in different places and not told to them. And I find this kind of interesting because I really do think I don't know how anybody thinks Spotify is worth more than like $1.80. Like that, Spotify itself is not worth anything without the content that you guys make. So, and then they turn around and they give you tenths of a penny. Yeah. It's like, oh, eat a dick, Daniel X. So you can pay Michelle Obama millions of dollars to do a fucking shitty podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
The best thing about her podcast is the comments on YouTube are fucking amazing.
The internet is what, as adults, we realize that the internet is simultaneously amazing and terrifying. And some of the stuff on the internet, there are people I wish I had that sense of humor. Like, I wish I was that witty that fast.
Yeah, it definitely keeps you on your toes for sure. I love those comments.
Yeah, the one comment was if this was Hillary Clinton's podcast, all these commenters would be dead. That's fucking cried at that, man.
Well, so let's take it back a bit. The last time we had you guys on, we had I thought was a great discussion around Sick New World. And then I think we might have killed it because I think it was a week or so later. They were like, yeah, not going to do it. Not anybody surprised?
I'll take that one. Jesse. I'll take that one. System, fix it, bring it back. It's over, done. That's the problem solver right there.
We sent in the episode pre-release and they'd seen how horrible the lineup was from our opinion and canceled it.
How dare you?
I actually think I'm not gonna lie. I think Jesse made a really good argument about the different types of people that attend these type of shows. Where the nerds like me and Tim who want to see everybody, like we're the ones who complain. People who are like, okay, those 6 bands I really want to see.
Right.
For that, I guess Jesse was right. I'm going to give you credit. That's who it's probably targeting, not like the nerds.
The problem, it's very simple. Without System, it's not Sick New World. So that's a wrap.
What was production thinking when they tried to sign Linkin Park and Metallica? And what was it? They wanted each like over $5 million to play.
I think so. Yeah,
that's insane. That's so crazy.
That might be your budget for just ticket sales.
Absolutely. And then they found out like who's in charge of that, and then they find out like, oh, we didn't sell enough tickets. And then they just shut the door. So, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It'll come back next year.
I think it'll definitely come back. I mean, they prove that there's an audience. I mean, who's going out on tour this summer? Is it
everybody?
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's a new metal tour. I just saw it. It was Tim. Who was it? It was 4 bands. It wasn't
Nino.
Yeah, surprisingly, it wasn't.
Non-points always got on one. They're always doing one. Yeah. They don't stop.
It's not the Spine Shank Union Underground one, is it?
That's one, but there's another one too. There's a lot of bands that are all going out again. I did see that Spine Shank one. Ian, isn't it the guitarist's son that's playing with them, or like there's some family connection? They're playing as a 5-piece, and somebody's son is playing.
It's Tommy Decker's son, the drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, because
wild.
You know, we toured with Spine Shank back in 2012 with my old band Moreau or whatever, so that's the connection there. But I was actually just talking to Santos about it like probably like 2 months ago, man. I randomly reached out to him and was like, "Hey, bud, how you doing?" And he's like, "Hey, dude, I got some cool news to tell you." I was like, "Awesome, dude. Super stoked."
Yeah, that's awesome for them.
Did he tell you how he fucking
Uh-oh.
what's that word,
Uh-oh.
Jay?
Uh-oh.
Did he tell you how he ghosted us?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Santos.
We're if we're gonna start narking people out for being shitty guests, I mean, I guess we can throw Finn McKenty under the bus for being an unrepentant douche nozzle. And we can also throw
Love it.
we could throw. I mean, if we're gonna talk shit, I mean, we tried to get Carl from Earth Crisis, and he said he doesn't do video. It's like phone only. Like you need, and now he's on 3 podcasts in a week. So hey, look, I get it. That's fine, whatever. Best of luck, And my heart goes out to those lifelong straight edge guys. Like, imagine dying and never having a fucking beer.
I'd be
That's wild.
God, miserable, dude.
Yeah, God bless you.
I had 2 drinks just during this first 10 minutes of this interview.
or you end up like us. It's like, oh, have a few drinks when you're young, and then you're like, oh shit, I don't really want to drink. I don't need another. I'm good.
Exactly.
There's that.
I can't. I'm not gonna relive my past here. All right, so let's talk about Southern California. The Snot reunion shows.
I was just gonna bring
their
this
new
up.
Singer. I think he sounds unfucking believable. Yeah. And I saw when they live streamed that first show, and I got 5 minutes in, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
yeah, everyone had chills.
But you are this close. Yeah. I think he does an amazing job.
It just hit me right now. It's so dope.
Andy kicks ass. He's great, man. Yeah. He's perfect for the job for sure.
Yeah. Looks like they're having fun out on that first.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It looks like they're having fun, which is awesome.
Yeah. There's a lot there. Gosh, where do you even start with that? So Brendan knew. Gosh, what was it, guys? So like New Year's, we'll get there. Okay, so about New Year's, this band from out here hit us up on Instagram. Hey, like what you're doing, do cool stuff.
Right.
And I was like, okay, check out the page right away. First click. Oh, this is awesome. Jump back on the DM. Hey, back at you. This is awesome. Right away. You guys are rocking. Hell yeah. And then a few weeks go by, whatever it was a month or something. And Brendan's like, I can't say anything, but guess what? I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, it's Andy, the new singer.
Right.
Is how do we put this? So he was in a band back in the day that we used to play local shows with.
Long time ago.
Awake.
Years ago.
Here. Yeah. Like Teen Center, Cobalt, all our local shows. They're right here in town.
Yeah,
we played Newbury Park High School with them.
Warped Tour. Played back to back at Warped Tour 1 year.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so Blake played with them. We did, like I said, I think we did a Newbury Park High School show with them. But anyways, Brendan's like, it's fucking Andy from Awake. And, it hit us like, oh, shit, okay. And so that's just so cool. And then to see him crush like that, you can't.
Awesome.
You can't do better. Like, that is the guy.
Yeah, perfect. It's the guy.
Just the vibe is there. It's all there.
Yeah.
And then going back full circle, then, people start posting stuff and you see in what's what. Oh, Andy's the singer of Stronger Than Machines, the band that hit us up on Instagram. So it was cool to make that connection, not even knowing who they were. But what would you describe them, guys? They throw down. They're like a hardcore, like metal. All the guys in the band like shred.
Yeah,
they're fucking sick.
Sound, but a little more modern.
Yeah, they kick ass. Metalcore, solid.
But it's straight. They have that hardcore, classic, not overproduced thing, but they are so tight. And these two, you guys tell them. You went and saw them.
Went to see them. 3 weeks ago? They're playing just a small little venue in Oxnard. It's a city out here.
Yep, the Nardy.
And
Nardcore, Jesus, we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. Okay.
It's a real thing, yeah. No, they were just, it was like this itty bitty place, like there was like no subs. It kind of sounded like shit in that room, and they just came in and totally destroyed it. Andy, and it's like you're watching him and you're like, dude, this guy's like, he's gotta be 45 and he's jumping around and like he reminds me of like watching like Phil Anselmo from like when you watch like when they were in Moscow. You know what I mean? Just that energy and that fitness, but it's like, but he's 45 and we're chatting with him after. He's like, how the fuck are you doing this? He's like, oh, I just never stopped.
Nah, he just kept going.
Yeah.
Well, that'll definitely help.
Like the whole thing came about because he's been in bands around here. Like he said, he never stopped for 20, 25 years. And I guess he was at like that outlet malls one day and he was wearing a Snot shirt and he got a text and someone's like, hey, something to do with, this is Snot or do you like the band Snot? Give us a call. It was kind of like some like really vague invitation and he's like, okay, well, someone's like fucking with me.
Right.
And then he goes home. He's like talking to his wife, and she's like, "Well, what if they're not fucking with me? What if this is like an actual thing?" So they had known who he was, and he obviously is like a perfect fit for him. And then they just reached out, and I guess he connected, and
here we are.
Yeah, you heard the what was it Toomey's podcast, that breakdown? That was the first like glimpse of what was going on. Knowing now that he explains the process on their end, what they went through. And he sent like the demo video. It's sick. Why don't you let him tell you? Have him on.
Yeah.
Bring Stronger Than Machines on because they throw down and let them break it down for you.
Yeah, and he's
whenever.
Brad.
Dude,
Yeah. Hit him up.
Always been that ferocious on stage. Like always been that high energy. Just great front man. Yeah.
It's wild because you. As an old fan, right? You want to see the band succeed. You want to see them come back and do awesome. But in the back of your mind, you're remembering what just the force of nature Lynn was, and you're like,
right,
how is this guy going to fill these shoes? And it was 45 seconds into Snot, the first song, and I was like, I'm like picturing myself I'm like, this guy fucking nails it. Not only does he nail it, and he does it justice, he does just enough of his own thing that it's like, I am interested, and I want to see this. I want to see this him playing with them because I think that's going to be fucking wild. And they just announced they're doing Europe, and it's like
100%,
unbelievable.
And the thing is, he's doing his thing, but it's honoring Lynn.
Right.
Like game over. It's sick.
It's like we were talking about last time. Like it's the thing that's missing from the new Linkin Park singer. Like he's got enough Lynn in him that it satisfies that, but then it's not something just completely different.
Right. It's not overpowering where you're almost like that what's it called? That uncanny valley kicks in and you're like, something's just kind of not right now. I was literally watching it on my phone and I was like, holy shit. Like color me surprised, pleasantly surprised that they're pulling it off. And I hope this is a sign of something bigger for them. I really do. And like Tim said, when you watch those videos, they look like they're all having fun. Which they're
not phoning it in.
I have seen bands, I will not name them. I'm not going to mark them out on this recording. I've already done enough shit talking.
We're right here, dude.
But I've seen bands where they're on stage and you can tell that there's just something not right. And it's like, then 3 weeks later, the announcement that we're taking a hiatus, and it's like I kind of saw that coming. I mean, the example I can give, because he's back in the band, when Ryan Knight left Black Dahlia Murder, I saw them touring off of that album, and he looked like he wasn't having fun on stage. And then they announced shortly after that he left and Brandon started, and then all this thing happened. But you as a fan, you can tell in the audience when somebody's not feeling it. Except for I'll give Ian credit, except for the drummer. You fuckers are back there behind cymbals and drums. And I mean, you could literally be having the worst day of your life. We don't know. All we see is flailing arms and shit just goes flying. So you guys you can hide it.
That's kind of the beautiful thing about the drums is you can hide no matter what.
That's always the best part of being a drummer too. It's just like there's no expectations as long as you play the song right. It's like fuck it. I'm just back here doing my thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you guys think of, I guess, what was just announced here? I'm flipping through news to see what else just came out. What do you think of all the Acid Bath reunion shows that's turning into a tour that's not a tour? Anybody fans?
I think right now there's so many people, like, I mean, this is going to sound really fucking, what's the word, pretentious, I guess. But like, there's so many people right now that are pretending that they listen to that band and they're all hype. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Nobody listens to that band anymore. They're gonna do their 4 shows, or you're not gonna hear from them again for what are they, fucking 60 at this point?
Yeah.
They're older guys.
I support all that rock. No comment.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
when the kite string pops, whatever the fuck that record's called, is actually a decent record. But like, there's just so many people jocking that right now, and it's like, come on, man, enough already.
It is definitely something. I'm trying to see what else do we have here? Korn is playing Lollapalooza this year.
Oh,
That's
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
What
want
else do
to.
we
I
have
want to. Since we have a Deftones hoodie here, which I was actually going to wear the same exact one tonight. That would have been great. But I heard in next Friday apparently we're getting a single next Friday.
Oh,
that
really?
makes sense.
That's
Sweet.
what I heard on Reddit. I don't know if
Nice.
it's true, but I think with the new tour, and if that tour's coming through for you guys with Fleshwater, you should definitely go to that because that's probably going to be great. But I don't know if you guys are on that leg because they just announced another leg of it with Fanagram actually, which
Well,
is
they
actually
just-
really cool.
They just came through LA last week.
Oh, did they?
They did the
Okay.
arena. They did the arenas out there. I think it was
Oh.
last week.
Oh, duh. You know, I'm an idiot.
week or two?
I
Yeah.
actually watched that show on
Yeah.
on YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
guys go to that?
No, I'm saving my money for Sleep Token.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, we want to talk about it. I mean, talk about another band out of nowhere. Signed to RCA, new album, new tour. That announcement, boom, 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 real fast. I saw the email, and I'm on their list, and you get stuff like Worship and all this sort of bullshit. And it's always like our merch store. So I love that band, right? That last tour was unbelievable. I deleted it. I deleted the email. I didn't even read it. I'm like, I don't need to buy more fucking t-shirts. And then 2 hours later, I check my phone, and it's Tim going, "Yo, did you see Sleep Token as a new album?" And I went, wait, what? And I went back through my deleted items. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, that's where it is. Yeah. I just deleted it. I'm like, oh, I don't need more merch. Click.
So
Man,
what do we think of this new song?
I'm in.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It's nice.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, nice to say the least. Yeah.
I mean, you figured the last three. So think about it, Tim. The last time, we'll use Philly as an example. The last 3 times they came through, they sold out the Union Transfer, which is I think that's
Easily.
1800 cap. Then they sold out the Met, which is I think 3 and change,
Yeah.
4 and change, and now they're playing the arena. So, and that's all within the span of say 4 years, maybe.
What are they
Maybe.
playing? Wachovia?
Yeah,
God
They're
damn,
playing
dude.
one of the main arenas here.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
guess Wachovia for you guys would be, I guess, the Sharks where they play, or the Kings.
No, it would be where the Lakers play.
I think it's crypto.
Yeah.
Arena, right?
Arena,
Yeah.
FX.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, just comparing it to because the Flyers
Oh.
play at Wachovia. So what's the team for you guys? Is it the Kings?
I'm not a sports guy.
No.
I'm out.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're Los Angeles is Kings. Where I'm at is the Nashville Predators.
There you go.
They would play something equivalent to like the Bridgestone Arena.
Yeah,
Okay.
big, but
This place is
big,
massive.
like
This is
big
massive.
venues,
Big.
which is, I mean, again, a band where they all wear masks and makeup, and they mix. We'll talk about the Spirit Box album in a minute, but they definitely mix that really heavy stuff that those of us in our circle really like. With the guy can fucking sing. Like the fact that I went upstairs the one day and the wife had it on, and I said, "Are you listening to Sleep Token?" And she said, "Yeah, Spotify played this for me, and I absolutely love it." And it's just talent, talent.
Yeah, it is.
It's so cool to see something so, like, for lack of a better word, like just genty and technical get so popular. Like, it just doesn't happen, you know?
Mhm.
But so
Yeah,
now-
I think that Knock Loose broke that mold for mainstream. To tell you the truth,
Who did?
I think
Knock
Knock Loose
Loose
broke the mold where like heavy is actually acceptable now.
See, I actually think it goes back before them. I think it goes back to, and it goes back to COVID changed everything because people who were locked in the house, I'm convinced they started watching shit that they never would have watched. Which, no offense to this band, I think their music is great, but Lorna Shore's meteoric ascension, where that is not a listenable, like that is not a mainstream palatable type of music. Like
Right.
Will Ramos making those noises, and they for those of us, we saw it coming, but everybody else, it came out of nowhere. They were all over every big show. They were playing mixed bills, and now it's like, oh, well, it's cool to like this stuff. And then Knock Loose comes in behind them, and Spirit Box, right? Anybody listen to that new album? I'm really impressed at how heavy it is. because I expected them to go way more in like a radio friendly direction. Oh, that stuff could be on the radio because she's got a voice. But
I think it goes
genty.
I think it goes back to what we talked about last week, where why go in that direction when the heaviness is being accepted? Keep it heavy if it's going to be accepted. Like Knock Loose, you would think, oh, they're that as big as they are, they would go to like a more new sound, but it's just heavy. It's heavier every record.
Yep,
That's the fucking internal struggle when you're writing a record and you're writing songs. It's like, okay, well, we have this many heavy songs and this many radio songs, and you sort of think about them as separate. But if, like, to your point, dude, if it's fair game, then just go heavy and make it happen.
Yeah, it's kind of like you guys. When I heard the new stuff, I'm like, they sound more new metal now than they did back in 2000. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well,
the same thing. Right. Better.
To be fair, we literally picked up where we left off.
True, we did.
Where the first thing you heard in Avalanches was actually, there's tracks from that. We talked about it. There's tracks from that from the tour bus in 2003.
Oh, okay.
On that record that you're hearing.
There's a bunch of songs we did like 20 years ago. They're recorded.
Half of them are in this new record.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
how many songs are you guys putting out? Can you say that yet?
65, right?
That's what it fucking feels like. Oh God. We're gonna do the 5 that we already put out. We're gonna pair those with 9 more, so it'll be 14 total for this record, and then we have
good shit
7 or 8 that we just decided we had to have an ending point, or this would never end. That we're gonna pick up next time.
Those are right where we're at now with these. We just had to say, hey, sit over there for now.
Yeah. Right. So because a lot of this was happening on like weekends, and it just fucking takes so long, So
it's just endless riffs. I have so many still.
And there's a constant new writing thing.
Put them in the side and then just put them in the corner for now.
Well, it doesn't have to end.
Oh no. Just getting started.
I'm amazed that you guys would do that, right? Like I listened to an interview. It was an older interview. It was Al Jurgensen, and he literally sits there in the studio and he'll make a song and he'll go, "This isn't Ministry, but it's something else." And he'll go, I wonder what Ian MacKaye is doing right now. And then he forms this other band. They put out an EP, and then he goes on and does something like he's on a different level. Tim, we have to go see that dude before he dies. We have to go see them in concert before he dies. Like him and Keith Richards are on borrowed time. And I'm pretty sure he goes first. I'm pretty sure he goes first and Keith is at his funeral. But yeah, I'm amazed.
Not surprise me.
I'm amazed at the musicians that can just go in a room and just start knocking shit out. It's like, God bless you.
With us, it's been so much freedom. There's no limitations on us. Like we can do whatever we want when we want. And it's just you're in charge.
Yeah, you got no label telling you like, hey, we need a single.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not at NRG like, okay guys, 30 days, let's go. You shouldn't be here right now. Figure it out. Like,
like this morning I was trying to come up with the final like lead for one of the songs. I just kept coming up with like different options and then texting it to everybody. What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? And it's like been a lot of that, like, there's no one telling us what to do. It's just, what do you guys think about this? I think this is cool. Is this good? Does everybody agree that this is cool? And then if we get a yes, then okay, then it's done.
When you guys were writing the first record, did you guys all have jobs, or were you just doing the band at that time?
Yeah, high school.
100%.
That's right.
Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah,
that's right.
All the band.
I graduated high school and then recorded my bass tracks on my birthday a month later.
Nice.
At 18 years old, and Blake went back to school the next year.
Yep.
I still have.
Then we went out and toured. Yeah.
You still have a semester left? Is that what you said?
Yeah, kind of.
I did.
Yeah.
We did.
I thought you meant like right now.
No.
I'd say go knock that shit out real quick.
Knock it out.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So when are I know I asked this last time, but when are you expecting a release date? Because I know the hype around it is there, so it's like you got to put out some teasers here.
Yeah, so we got to do some scratching, like the the DJ stuff needs to get tracked, but everything else is tracked and edited and good to start mixing. I've been like equivocating because I just like the weekend is when I can work on it and like I'm the one mixing it. But I actually got laid off last week, so dude,
awful.
But I got a severance package, so I have a month or two that I can just like go hard, and so we're looking for like a midsummer release. We don't have a specific date, but like that's actually feasible.
And with that being said, we're looking at a single to get us there, and then probably another one just to hold us off right to the release date, give or take. So that's kind of our rough plan.
Which is smart because, like me and Jay always say, I think right now with the amount of music that comes out, I think a single, maybe even once a month at this rate, is the way to go.
That's the plan.
You get lost. You get lost in the sea of new releases, and we're starting to finally. I thought January and February was slow, but now we're starting to see every Friday there's at least 3 to 5 major releases coming out.
So many bands do that too. They just drop singles and then another month, another single. Seems like the way to do it now. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it seems like most of the time now, like there's a video always accompanying it. It's like, how do you fucking find time for this?
I know.
We don't. but it's come. It's all this stuff's cooking like as we speak.
Yeah, we got a lot of plans, a lot of stuff coming up. So just keep the ball rolling.
Show wise, what are we looking at with that?
Yeah.
Well,
what are you guys doing showing wise?
So we want to,
baby Jess, come on.
We want to push. You guys don't have a choice. Just suck it up and deal with it. No, we're thinking like fall because we have to wrap this up. We can't go. We can't keep putting this off. We're at the first stages of the prep for that, which so we have to target the first 2 singles. It'll probably be like a month, then a second month, then the record type layout. That being said, we would like to book, like we're looking at right now booking the reunion show here in the 805 area where we're at. And we want to do it right. We only get one chance to do the reunion show. So we want to do it in this area. We already, not too much detail, but we have some people we want to be there. And we just want to do it right. We want the right venue. We've been there before. We kind of got discovered there. It's as 15-year-olds. So it's full circle. And so we're thinking like fall, early fall, maybe, give or take, because I can't go too deep.
Life's getting in the way. You need some space to make it work.
There's other people's calendars that may be involved. So we'll get there. But trust me, you'll know.
If Ian's touring or any of that.
No, we'll get there.
No, they got a lineup System of a Down to open for them. That's why. That's the long pole.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there. We want to do it right. We want to do an 805 throwdown, and that's the plan. So we're looking at after summer, like early fall. And you'll know real soon.
You guys gonna film it?
Oh yeah. There's who isn't? Yeah.
Good shit.
That's the thing.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, we're building our live rigs right now. Everyone's dipping their toe in all the. We're picking through the oldies but goodies, the bangers, if you will, the ones that must be thrown down from the first record, and then pick through. We actually have more than we could do in a little, in a headlining set. Even we have a lot, so we gotta. We're working through all these details now.
The song that gives me an earworm better be fucking played or I'm fucking rioting.
Wish is happening, and we got something else cooking on Wish too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
And we're cooking. Go ahead.
I can't. Sometimes, like, I want to put that EP on, and I'm like, if I do it, it's gonna be in my head for 2 months.
Just do it.
And I can't do that to myself right now.
Just do it, and then send it to someone who might maybe enjoy it too.
Oh, believe me, I've done that many times. I got you. Don't even worry about that.
We appreciate that. That's cool.
It's awesome. Thanks.
Right now, I think with bands that are coming back like you guys, I think it's super important that the younger kids who miss out on that, they need to know about that now, because if it comes back to 10 years from now and they missed out again, they're gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, I would be super pissed off if I missed out on it again. You know what I mean?
Right. So those of you that are listening that are 21 and older, save your lunch money. Save your allowance, because you never know when it's going to happen again. So taking things full circle, Tim and I just we noticed today we did a deep dive on Fantastic Planet by Failure not too long ago, and it was one of those that it's one of my top 5. It's Desert Island now. It's a perfect album. Tim texted me out of nowhere today and he goes, "Yo, did you see this?" And Failure, the band, actually reshared it and said, "Hey, this is pretty cool." And we talked about how, I never got to see them on their initial run, and then the band kind of fell apart in 94, was it 94, 95? And I talked about it on the episode, the reunion tour that they did before they did the comeback album. I had tears in my eyes when they came out, because that was an album that I thought was perfect for a band I never got to see. I'm sure there's tons of people listening, all the r/new metal who love Stepa, and they've never got to see you guys. And that's why I'm saying, save your fucking lunch money, get a summer job, start saving money, because you're going to need airfare, hotel, and an Uber.
We've talked to some people online, and it's like, it's a trip, man. We know they're coming out here for it, and it's just awesome. And just the local chance to bring all these people we have here in our hometown and around, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be sick.
Let me ask you something, because the background of your video, that weather just looks fucking amazing. What is it feeling like right there? Make me jealous for a second here.
Right now it's like 75 out here, sunny.
This is how we roll.
God, man.
It's good. That's good stuff.
Nope, that's all, Tim. Nope, I'm too fat. Nope.
Good stuff.
Too fat.
That's why rent is fucking 5,000.
Yeah, right. Well, that's why. Yeah, I was in San Diego for a conference, and I was looking around, and I'm like, now I know why this costs so much to live here. Because how could you ever be in a bad mood when it rains like 6 days a year? Pretty much, it's always like mid 60s and sunny. Like,
well, when you work 12 hours a day to do so.
Yeah,
that's when.
I mean, my inner New Jersey would come out, and I would be like, dude, I can't deal with this. I need bad weather. I need some asshole with a shitty accent and an even worse opinion.
But to be fair, we do live right by the beach. It's like 8 miles over the hill. We're at the top of this mountain, and down the hill 7-8 miles is the ocean. So we get the marine layer just spills over like almost daily. So we get that at least. And so every morning you feel like you have a season. That counts, right? No?
I'll take it.
No complaints at all.
No?
Ian's like, my house just got taken away by a tornado.
I know.
Like, take shelter, bitches.
I know.
We're going to hear the alarm as we're recording.
No, for real. He was hitting us up like, guys, I'm like on lockdown right here. Let's see. I'll hit you up later. Let's see how it goes.
It must be crazy, bro.
Dude, it's an adjustment, man. Like I said, being originally from Southern California and then moving to a southern state, I'd much rather ride a motherfucking earthquake than a tornado any day, bro.
Which we've been doing almost every other day, it seems like, too.
Yeah, fuck all that, but
lots of earthquakes. It's wild.
Agreed, bro.
You guys are having earthquakes every other day at this point?
Yeah, don't listen to me. Once a week. Once a week. We've had a few in the last month.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, is that an earthquake? And then it's over. Like, it's not like
seconds. It's not that bad, but
you keep having 3s and 4s, and you're like, okay, but a 6 is like super fucked. So what are we doing?
Yeah, shit's over. If it's a 6, it's game over out here.
You guys are going to be permanently in the marine air soon.
Yeah, we don't want to stop it.
That's not a. No, the one time we had an earthquake here, I was playing fucking Call of Duty. I didn't even realize anything happened. I just thought the controller was shaking because I played so terribly. And then my wife was like, "Hey, did you feel that?" And I'm like, "Feel what?" And she's like, "Were you really playing video games?" I'm like, "Perhaps." She's like, "Yeah, we just had an earthquake." I'm like, "Well, I was thankful that I was working from home that day because I was in the tower in Philly and I was up on 37. And the floor below us was a weld plate floor. So where the I-beams come together, they punch the bolts and they weld the plates. And all my colleagues were like, yo, the shaking was terrifying. And you could hear in the wind, you can hear the building sway, which
That's
is
wild.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
not a comfortable scenario. I went up to the top floor of the building was 54, where all the executives and Brian Roberts sat. And you could actually hear the water moving in the dampers because they shift water in these giant bladders to help it lean into the wind. Dude, it's creepy. You're sitting there in this nice corner office looking out over the entire city, and you hear bang, bang, and I go, hey, what's that? And like, it's the water above. It's making sure the building doesn't sway. And I'm like, yo, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
That's
No
witchcraft.
dice. No dice.
All right. So let's take a running bet here. Do we think Refused is finally going to call it a day, or are they going to wait 10 years and do another reunion tour? Anybody got any thoughts on this one?
Hopefully not. I don't even want them to do this show, or let alone 10 years from now.
See, I thought the comeback album was great. The one after that was but I mean now they're not doing a full US. They're only doing limited spots. They're not coming through Philly. My brother said that he's up in New York. The tickets were ridiculous. I bet you they come back.
Yeah, it sounds like just not excited to go out and do it. You know, they want to do a couple shows, put a toe in the water, but
like us?
it's hard. You know?
Yeah.
It's not easy to make it happen, and it's not easy to
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but they've done the whole we're going to retire a couple times, and it's kind of like I have this opinion of musicians are this is probably going to come out the wrong way, gents. Kind of like porn stars, you try and get away from the life, but the life always comes back and gets you again, and the next thing you know, Lisa Ann's recording again. So I think it's called Stepa, Lisa Ann.
Fails.
Right? Yeah. She needs to gain some weight. She's entirely too skinny right now. So just trying to change topics real quick before I permanently get canceled. I've already called out like fucking Finn McKenty and Earth Crisis. What's come out this year that you guys have listening to that you dig? Anything new that's come out that you like?
I mean, a bunch of stuff.
So Brandon, what's sit in front of your head? Like when I said that question, what's the first thing you're like, yeah, this is good?
Back to my roots, always heavy stuff like, Throne, Humanity's Last Breath, Zenith Passage, all the technical death metal stuff. I just love all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
That new Vilja Harda song is amazing.
Yeah, but we gotta find a way to stay up late and get Buster on this show. You're another guy, right? Who's
insane.
Unbelievable.
Have you watched a video of him playing that Humanity's Last Breath song, and the MIDI does the fuck's that thing called? It changes the pitch. It pitch shifts for him. That is fucking crazy, dude.
Those guitars they play too are ultra badass. And what are they from Germany? Those Happis guitars.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling beautiful stuff. So yeah, I love all that stuff. And I don't know what they drop R or whatever it is. They drop.
On a six string too.
Yeah,
he's something else. Ian, what are you listening to?
Man, same old. I haven't really gotten too deep into anything super new yet. I'd say the most recent new thing I've gotten into is the mood ring stuff that you guys recommended.
Okay. Jesse, how about you?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
Our shit. I'm working. I just finished bass tracks, except for I get hours to process stuff, and essentially I'm jamming. I just finished bass tracks except for one, so I'm even still in that. I have like a minute and a half worth of bass left to track. So I'm no joke. I'm listening to you guys, by the way. Earlier I listened to the new episode. And
cheers.
It was epic. It's so good. But so a lot of you and throwing shade at Roach Coach. But just literally working out our stuff. So I'm almost free of that.
Are you one of them? Are you one of them dudes that can't listen to any other bands when you're in the moment of doing your stuff?
No. Okay. I burned out. I spent 8 hours with the new Sleep Token song, just like I do with our stuff if I'm trying to drill it. Process that. Yep, I love it. I'll. That's where I've been for like the last month or two. I'm a psycho.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a crazy person.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Blake, what are you listening to?
Heavy stuff. There's this band. I think they're from DC. They're called Hue. They only have a couple songs out. It's HUE. It's like it's a lot of different genres. It's kind of like there's like some R&B. There's some like pop, but it's like super heavy. Kind of reminds me of like the spirit of old Incubus, but it doesn't sound anything like that. They only have a couple songs out, but I've been vibing on that. The guy from AWOL Nation is in a hardcore band called Barbarians of California.
No shit.
Aren't they touring with Deftones?
They might be.
Yeah, I think they are.
That'd be a good fit. I'm liking their record. That's my new When I'm Jogging record. And then I this isn't new, but the Dayshell, you heard them?
What's the name?
Dayshell?
No.
No, it's a kind of I don't know, like a modern sound you'd hear now, but the dude's got a really good voice. I like his melodies. It's very like reminiscent of like grunge era type melodies, and so it's right in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Is this Hugh? Is the song one of their new songs called $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, it's a cover of that.
Oh, okay.
Represent, baby, can't do no wrong, but yeah, it's a cover.
Oh, I'll check out something else then.
Yeah.
Speaking of grunge, one of the best bands in the post-grunge era, in my opinion, released a song today, and it's fucking amazing. You guys ever hear that band Bleed?
No.
Yeah, dude. They're out of Dallas. It's really fucking good.
Sounds familiar though. I'd have to listen to it again.
Yeah, they're
they're tough because there's like 7 bands that are named Bleed, so you have to make sure you get the right one. Or you end up with the Slamcore from New Jersey band, or like somebody else,
who is also really good. But the band Bleed, they have an EP like 3-4 years ago. They went missing, then they just put out the record release announcement today. It's actually coming out on $20 spin, which is weird. But I mean, whatever. I'll take whatever label. But I really think that band is probably the best band in that post grunge era right now. That sound, I mean, that song's fucking killer, man.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll put it in the chat for you guys real quick, and you can check it out. Hold on.
Nice.
For me, the non-heavy stuff. Trevor Something just announced an album. You guys ever heard of him? He is amazing, right, Blake? Right? He is unreal.
Yeah.
I have been chasing that cat around to come on this podcast. You know, he doesn't show his face. It's always behind a helmet. You never hear his real voice. I am that guy. I DM him. It's got to be once a month, and I'm like, yo, come on the show, because that one album was literally the sound of a breakup happening in real time. I thought it was unbelievable. That I'm rocking out to the new Sleep Token, and tomorrow night I'm going to see the band I think so far has done the metal album of the year. It's Whitechapel. That album is I can't believe they've been going for a decade now. Yeah. And that first song came out. Tim and I did a reaction video. My jaw was on the table the whole time. Like, are you kidding me?
That was a good time.
Oh, it's
that era of those bands that come out. Like that was like a whole game changer for me. Like the Faceless, and then of course like all the European bands before that, like Dimmu Borgir and Meshuggah and all those guys. Just like mind blown. You're like, what the hell's going on? You know?
And the wild thing is Brendan, they never left. They changed their sound. I thought the clean vocals worked. I liked Kin. I liked some of that other stuff. But this album, they were just like, yeah, fuck it. We're just going to 3 guitars and let's just see how heavy we can make it. And I looked at the set list. I cheated. I don't like to do that, but I cheated. And there's like 16 songs and the first 8 are all new stuff. And then they start working their way through the back catalog. So I'm like, great, I can go catch the beginning, do 8 songs, and then still be home in time before the shooting starts on South Street in Philly.
Wild.
You definitely got to watch out for that shit.
Yo, no joke. I told you the last time Tim heard this story. The last time I went to this venue in Philly, it was Dying Fetus, Frozen Soul, Undeath, Body Snatcher, Chelsea Grin, right? Good time. I was one of the old guys there. It was kind of funny. None of us knew how to react to Body Snatcher because they were so amazingly heavy. I left, and all the security guards were like, "Hey, get home safe, get home safe." And I'm like, "Why are they telling me this? It's like 10:30 on a Saturday night. Like, the hell?" I walked outside, and I'm like, "Ooh, you know, you can just feel the vibe. Something ain't right." So, I get in the car, I drive home. No sooner do I get home, get the dogs out, get into bed. Tim starts, I am me. Yo, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? I'm like, yo, I'm home. What are you talking about? Am I good? Yeah, show is great. Dying Fetus is fucking awesome. And he's like, no. And he sent me the article where 3 people were shot. I think 2 were killed, right? On South Street, up the street from the venue. I thought to myself, good thing I didn't stay till the end. My old guy knees kicked in, and I'm like, all right, there's got to be like 4 songs left, but I'm too fat and my knees hurt. I got to go home.
Which venue? Which venue is that?
The TLA on South Street. It's a shame. But when I went there, it was during the day. Sun was out, and it was really packed. Everybody was shopping. It was really kind of cool. And I'm like, oh, this is good to see South Street like this. And then I came out, and I'm like, whoa, boy. Like,
that's that venue that's got that like old school marquee above it, right? Okay,
yes. Yeah, so
you nailed it.
Yep, I came out, and Tim's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm gonna fucking beat him. Okay, I didn't get drunk. I drove home. Oh well, yeah. So yeah, looking forward. Needless to say, looking forward to that tomorrow night. And then Brendan, to your, to what you were talking about. Sunday night is Throne, No Cure, Varials, which I thought
Varials is sick, dude.
That Throne album was my album of the year last year.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable.
God, sounds so good too.
Tim and I just did an episode with a buddy of mine who is a huge Dream Theater fan. Like, he loves prog rock and like 9-minute songs. And what we did is we swapped albums. We sent him some stuff that he's into. He sent us some stuff, and we chatted around the horn. We sent him Throne. We get to that album, and he goes, I didn't know what to make of this. And I said, well, what do you mean you didn't know what to make of this? It's good, right? He goes, I don't know what to do because every song is like 2 minutes. He said, so just as I'm starting to get into it, they go on to another song. And I never thought about it from the POV of someone who likes those like 9-minute wankery shit where they like, go on and on and on and on and on.
Go on and on, yeah.
Like, how do you deal with Hatebreed if you're used to listening to like, I don't know, fucking Rush? I don't know.
I tell you, one good record that came out that's super surprising was, excuse me, the new Architects record is amazing. It's super different to what you're probably used to, but goddamn, that record's great, man. They they kind of went like the Bring Me to Horizon route, where it's like you kind of expected it to just be like fucking mall metal, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do, being out in California. But like, you super expected that, and then it's just like that record is really fucking solid, man. Like, I like really good stuff. Like, have you guys heard that Bring Me to Horizon, the new one?
Yeah, that's that actually. A few months back, that sat in my ears for a while.
Dude, I listened to that for
my
like
kids
3
are
months
obsessed.
straight. Yeah,
my kids are
amazing
obsessed.
record, man. But that Architects record, seriously, if you guys check anything out, check that record out. I think you'll be super surprised at that, man.
My 6-year-old is obsessed with both those.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And so everyone is. That's how we roll.
Yeah. Speaking of the mall metal thing, why do I always feel like it's the biggest out in California? Like, do you guys have like 7,000 Hot Topics out there?
We do, but I've never heard that. I've never heard that phrase before.
Really? Maybe that's an East Coast thing.
Might be.
I'm just disconnected.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, also, everybody's buying stuff online, so like the outdoor malls are not doing as good as they used to.
Yeah, they're slowly dying off out here.
But I know what you mean, like that Hot Topic.
Right.
Yeah, Hot Topic core. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Chelsea Grin and all that kind of shit. You walk in and they got the shirts that 3X and they fit like a medium.
Yep.
Yo, how can we talk about how back in the late 90s, early aughts, every t-shirt was an extra large and they all fit like mediums, and it didn't matter. And I really think it was hardcore kids, because you would walk up and you just give them a size. They would just grab you a shirt and hand it to you. And I've got some upstairs where I won't get rid of it because of the sentimental reason, but I would have trouble getting it over my head.
Oh yeah.
Blake, you probably talked to him. Orion from Florida. the guy who was on r/new metal. He actually did a cover of you guys stuff. Orion's a great kid. I send him all my old like new metal paraphernalia. I'm like, here you go, Orion. Like, this is a vintage Korn t-shirt from '95 that there's no way in hell I could even get my arm through it, let alone my head through it.
Yeah.
And he's like so stoked because it fits him. But I'm like, God bless you, man.
Shit,
God
man.
bless you. He does. He does.
What song did he cover?
Was it
Spaceships.
Yeah, Spaceships.
Did he do his own spin on it? I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
he did it for, I think he did it through, was it Drop Spike or was it his name? I forgot whatever one.
Drop Spike.
He did it through Drop Spike. Yeah.
I think it's been a while.
Yeah,
Speaking of scratching, are you guys doing that on the record, or are you having someone else do it?
We have our buddy actually introduced us to our DJ Chaz. Alex is gonna do it. He did actually the scratching on the ones that we already released. That was all him.
He was
okay.
Clever DJ.
Yeah.
Clever DJ was there back in the garage, and then he stepped in to help us out where Chaz could not.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you doing it on? Is it on every track?
No,
just where it fits, just where it feels good.
Yeah.
Nothing's forced.
Yeah, well, that's why I was asking, because I feel like a lot of people these days, especially in like the new metal, like they're just overdoing it. It's kind of like in 2018 when every metalcore band had to throw in the alarm clock riff. It's like, oh, come on, dude, we don't need that every fucking song.
Or like in the early aughts when everybody did the Kill Switch squeals, the Zakk Wylde wee. Everybody did it. Yes.
But that's always allowed. So.
Yeah, I mean, nobody does it better than Zach, though.
Speaking of that, I found some random video. It was Dimebag sitting in a studio just messing around, and he was playing guitar, and he actually hit some riff, and then he smacked the whammy bar, and it was so loud it set off a car alarm outside, and then they're all sitting there laughing because like he literally set off the car alarm. Like that guy was
love that.
My God,
inspiration.
I am another band that I'm glad they had Zach and Charlie Benanti play with them. I thought they were fantastic live. Tim, were you sober enough to remember it at all? Because I thought they did an amazing show, and I'm looking forward to the Metallica date they're doing this summer. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I was definitely sober enough. It was great.
Good time. This summer, yeah. So the Metallica's doing two first. And the first night openers are Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills. And the second night is Suicidal and Pantera, which is
amazing.
I'm taking my nephew who's never seen a show like this before. So I'm like, yeah, he's going to get he is not ready. He's not ready. Speaking of Ice Nine Kills, this probably came out in their interstitial between the last time we talked to you guys. They do a cover of Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves with Real Big Fish. So both bands do it together. And I got to tell you guys, I love that song from the 80s. I love Secret of My Success. They absolutely kill it. When we're done with this, look it up on YouTube. You're going to giggle and you're going to go, I got to listen to that again. Tim and I put it on, I'm like, Tim, let's do a reaction vid. Just trust me. And we were both like, that was a lot of fun. Let's watch that again. It's wild. Speaking of wild, any strong thoughts, anybody on the Furnace Fest lineup? Any thoughts?
Sick, dude.
I haven't heard of that.
So this is the one down in Schloss Furnace in Birmingham. And they supposedly were done, but now they're doing it once more. It's 3 days. It's this giant outdoor venue where it's actually an old furnace factory. So Adam from Orthodox showed us a video. They played it last year, and it looks amazing. But I mean, they have. The headliners are Jimmy Eat World, Dropkick Murphys, and Knock Loose. So those are the 3-day headliners. But then you got Suicidal, you got Kubla Khan, Hot Water Music, Texas is the Reason, Saves the Day. So that's all on one day. You've got another day, which is Orthodox, Less Than Jake, Nora on Broken Wings, Modern Life is War. And then I think Sunday is probably the heavy day. They got Foundations playing, Harm's Way, Terror, Sanguisugal Bog. To me, I'll be honest, I'm okay on the lineup. The one band that jumps out for me, the one reunion band that I would like to see is Probably one of the funniest named metalcore bands ever. The Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Love that
Oh,
band.
yeah.
Love that
Right?
band.
Right? Like
That band.
that first album is unbelievable.
I love it.
Unbelievable. And I mean, Josh Travis, that dude's a fucking wizard with a fretboard.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
they got more and more insane. And then they were like, okay, we're done. It's good.
Yeah. I wish
I
we
would
would get back together too.
Yeah.
Who?
A little bit. Yeah, dude, those guys are fun.
I love that band.
And
What band?
All of their stuff.
Blake, did you say Glass Casket?
No.
Tony
Glass,
Danza.
Glass Cloud was
Glass Cloud. Yes.
Oh, Glass Cloud, yeah.
Yeah, they're sick as fuck too.
I learned
But
all
that
this
was-
stuff from you guys.
Was
This
it
is
Glass
awesome.
Cloud was the dude from Between the Buried and Me before he was in that band? Pretty sure.
No, that's Glass Casket. You're getting them
Okay,
swapped.
yeah,
Casket is Between the Buried and Me. Cloud is Josh Travis from. Didn't he go on to play with Tim's boy Frankie Palmieri?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a Muir. Yep.
Yeah.
Tim's best.
The singer was like Sky Eats Airplane or something.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys have never heard of Furnace Fest. That's fucking crazy.
So just from you guys.
Sounds
Okay.
fucking awesome. Though.
Yeah.
There's if you go and I mean you just go on YouTube and look for Furnace Fest, but don't I mean even if you go back and look for the old one, there's a set. It's Josh Scoggin when he still sang for Norma Jean, and they play Memphis Will Be Laid to Waste, and it literally looks like the walls are about to come inwards. Like it is.
Right.
I miss that like fucking totally insane. Am I gonna get like the what's it, Tim? The Bad Luck 13 type stuff where you're like, this is either gonna be the best show of my life or I'm gonna get hit in the face with a garbage can and it's gonna be all downhill. But
Speaking of festivals, do you guys go out to Sound and Fury by any chance?
Nope.
You guys know what that is?
how far is that from y'all?
You tell me.
We're the worst.
I know.
We are head down. We are in tunnel vision over here.
Yeah.
It's in LA, right, Jay?
I'm looking right now where the location is.
Because
Them
them lineups and venue is always
it
fucking
is
sick.
Exposition Park in LA. Outdoor.
What's it called? Sound
and Fury.
It's got a great fucking lineup.
You guys are wild.
I'm fucking old, man. I don't do
How about in Nashville? What I mean, come on, the music scene out there's got to be fucking ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's tons of shit to do around here, musically. Unfortunately, like Brendan just said, I'm kind of an old man, dude. I don't really go out very much anymore.
I don't do shit.
Well, listen,
you guys-
I don't either.
You guys have kids? You two have kids?
No.
Okay. There's some
which
kids
makes
over
it-
here.
Yeah, which makes it easier, right? As I don't have
Way
kids.
easier.
It's different. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's
I got
different.
4 pups going on,
I got 3.
Yeah. God bless you
God
guys.
damn.
Repopulating the
three-
earth.
I got 3
One metalhead at a
savages.
time. Fantastic.
I'm a selfish piece. I just had a soul crushing job. That
just play Dillinger escape plan in the crib. Get them young. Get them attuned to it early. Right? Like.
Oh, my kids are, yeah,
Love
they're
it.
so in. They're so in.
How many packages have you delivered today already?
We
I
don't
meant to
need
ask
talk
you
about
this
it.
last time. I want to know because
Bunch.
I want to ask you this because there's always a bunch
Uh-oh.
of UPS people around here that are just like,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
so overworked.
Well,
How many you do a day, honestly?
I do a lot of pieces because I'm right here. So hundreds. Probably like 500, and then I pick up like 5 to 1,000.
Peace.
A day?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But
How
I'm
many
right
trucks,
here.
dude?
4. Like two of those like moving trucks, like the furniture vans.
Okay.
And then one of the big regular ones. Twice. I hit one of those twice.
How many steps you think you get in one day?
All of them.
Yeah.
It's a bunch. But my setup's different. I'm across the street from our hub where the main hub is, and I do like 30 miles inside of like a 3-mile radius here.
Jeez.
Have
And
you
I'm
ever
just-
you ever been bit by a dog?
No. 22 years, no accidents or injuries.
Damn, you've been with them 22 years. God damn.
Something like
Jeez.
03. 03. What is that? 03. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
that's
The last. Check this out. This is fun. The last tour we did, I started here and I was working in the warehouse over here, like the graveyard shift loading trucks. And I went on our last tour for like 2 weeks during that probation period. And the manager was like, yeah, when you get back, everything's cool. And it was random, but yeah, that was
awesome.
That was in 03. Yeah.
I'm assuming these days saying, hey, I got to go out on tour for a month, I'll be back, they're not going to be cool with that.
Yeah, no, we're weekend warrior, but we get a lot of time off. You get weeks of vacation, and we have a good setup over here. I love this setup. You got weeks and weeks of time off.
You can get Blake a job.
He doesn't want this. He doesn't need this.
He's too tall to fit in the damn truck. I will tell you all, you old guys, this: if you're really trying to save your feet, I just invested in a pair of Old Bones insoles, and man, what a difference! What a difference! Tomorrow night's going to be the true dry run at the Whitechapel show, but if I come home and my knees don't hurt, it was worth the investment.
That would be a good test run for sure at that show.
I tell you what, you know what my secret weapon is the Red Wing Ashby. You see like all the construction workers and the plumbers rocking them. Mm-hmm. It's like the red leather boot with like the big white rubber sole on the bottom.
Yeah, the big solid sole. Yeah,
that is that's the Disneyland shoe. That's the Sick New World shoe. That is the festival shoe. It's 12 hours of this shoe. It's the best. Day one, like best shoe I have.
I hear you. I used to have a pair of I got to get a new pair because my dogs ate the last one, but I had a pair of Timberland Pro, the contractor grade actual construction boots. And yeah, you can wear those things for 12 hours and your feet don't hurt, which is kind of great.
That's great.
All right, Tim, we're talking about old man shit. Which way are we going?
Thank you.
we can go anywhere, man.
Talk about Metamucil.
That's the best part about this is we're just rambling. I love it.
The Metamucil rider. Yeah.
Check this out. There's a bunch. What was that, B?
Nothing. Get your protein shake in. Let's go.
I literally had one before I came
over. There's so much stuff we're cooking over here. Like, we're just about to dig into the vault of all the old VHS stuff. We have it's probably 10 hours of footage.
Oh yeah.
That's only half of it. There's another half that we haven't even got into. But we'll start clipping that up and getting that out there and have some fun with that. All tour stuff and just shenanigans and fireworks with Logan Mader. That's always fun. You know, nonsense, buffoonery. That's great. That's
awesome.
So you're going to release like some clips on like your Instas and stuff like that?
Yeah. We'll just clip it up and get stuff out there.
Yeah, like a live episode, maybe.
Yeah.
Like
lots of live stuff.
Does Brad have any Stepa videos? I haven't seen what his collection looks like in forever.
I don't know. That would be wild if he did.
I'm gonna look that up while we're talking real quick.
Oh shit! Don't do it.
Let's see.
That looks like there's nothing up there, huh?
Nothing
up there, huh?
Amazing.
It's kind of wild. We were talking to him, and he told us what band was it? I think it was 5.0. He said he has the only live recording of them anywhere. Like what is on YouTube is the only live recording of that band ever performing.
Crazy.
Which is wild to think about because they got pushed fairly hard from Roadrunner for a bit, right? They were that late third wave stuff with Dry Kill Logic, but when he told us, they came to me, the band told me I was the only person who'd ever recorded, or Third Strike. Maybe it was Third Strike, where he said, I have the only live set that's recorded of them on the internet, which is
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Everything.
That was a great episode.
Like you had a camcorder and you had a tape in the camcorder, and if it wasn't on that tape, it didn't happen. You know.
Yeah.
I still have the disposable cameras that I haven't.
Yeah. And he told us that he said it in the interview. He has boxes of shit, just boxes of stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we played with Switched, and we played shows with Finch too, because I know you guys were talking about that in the podcast earlier. So, who knows? Maybe that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of news, you guys Chimera fans?
Oh yeah.
I think we're getting a new song Friday.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they put out a little thing today, and it's like 7-second little video. It's just a still, but in the video it's like 3 dots and then 21 like lines under it, so 321. I'm thinking we're getting a single Friday.
Nice.
One of the fucking best bands to do it, in my opinion. Did you guys get a chance to play with them when you were touring?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
There's a lot of random ones.
I know back when you guys would have been touring, they were doing the new metal thing with what the hell's that EP called, Jay?
The not This Present Darkness.
Pass
Out of Existence.
Pass Out of Existence, yeah. Because I mean that was huge in the new metal thing back then.
Yeah, I remember seeing their logos everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we were there at the machine shop. You're like, oh,
yeah,
they must have just been here. You know that whole thing.
Yeah. What is machine shop? Is that Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit,
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Flint,
right?
right?
Oh, Flint. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of old T-shirts, I have.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I got I posted a picture of Chaz wearing one today. Chaz's birthday is today too, so happy birthday to the homie. But we did a whole. What did we do? They have those machine shop shirts, and we're like, oh, okay, well let's do that. And I think I don't know if we bought like a bunch of their stuff and then we pressed the Stepa stuff on them, but I got a couple of those.
Speaking of merch, I don't know why I just thought of this, but who's going to send me a PayPal or Venmo link for one of them hoodies? Because I need one of them.
What? I got you.
Yeah, send me I'll send you my number. Send me a link over, and I'll send that over to you guys.
Hell yeah. We absolutely. On that note, so right down the street we have our hometown merch company, East Wind Screen Print. They're basically family, just great people. They made that whole thing work for us and made it accessible, and they threw up our store for us. And on that note,
a store, okay.
Yeah, but so on that note, going up to everything that's coming this year, we have the self-titled tee that isn't out today, but depending on when this comes out, it'll be out very soon. It's
cool.
a little throwback to the self-titled record, which is all pushing towards helping us with this release of what's coming. And there may be a company.
I'd be happy to help.
Oh, that's appreciated. There may be a company here in Ventura too, another 805 local, 33 Grooves, that we're just waiting to pull the trigger on for some vinyl press. So a lot of stuff cooking.
What are the what's the sweatshirt printed on, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't know, homie. I don't know.
Gilded.
One of these bad boys? Good
Gilded.
Stuff. Slick stuff. Neat stuff.
It's a
what you got there? Yeah?
It's a Gilded.
It says something. W something.
You tell me. I don't know.
It's a Gilded.
Wear guard?
No, that's his work shirt. I'm actually on the site. It's a Gilded. It's not an independent. Because independent
2X will fit good then.
Yeah. Independent is one of those where my 2X fits Ian. It doesn't fit me because it's it's like I put this on and I'm like, this ain't gonna work.
we got our boy over there, Ellis. You can email him and he'll just figure out exactly what you need.
Because I'm
make sure it's right.
And I weigh 330, and I make a big deal out of having big shirts available. So,
somebody send me a link so I can get one.
I got you, Tim. I got you.
I would definitely like to help you guys out getting this record out because it's. Let me ask you guys this because I don't think I meant to ask this last time. I just totally forgot. Being that you guys were in a band in the early, we'll say late 90s, 2000, early 2000s, what it's making you guys think with all we'll say Chimera for example, they were done how many years now? 10, 12? What do you think is making all these older bands come back? Is it the internet era where it's just super easy to release and super easy to get your name back out there? What is driving all these bands to just come back?
I can't imagine. I don't know with all those because I can't relate. I don't know about these guys. I can't relate to that because we were never at that level where we were a thing, right? We were.
No, you were. You put out a record.
Sure, but we weren't ever filling big venues or anything like that.
No. But it has nothing to do with that. It's just you guys still put out a record on what I would consider, or would you consider, a major label at that point?
Well, Interscope was major as it gets, Universal now.
So that's what I mean. So
but then
it's
but they didn't. They just shelved it, and then Locomotive released it for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of Spain, metal label.
Yeah.
But all of us, we're sitting here. I'm sitting where I was in, what was it, June, guys, in 2020, when this conversation started.
Okay.
And we were kicking around for a while, but like I was looking at text earlier from that. And it just made sense for us, and it wasn't forced. And from that day on, so I can't imagine what all these other bands, how it works for them. For us, it was just like, oh, we could kind of do this. Oh, and on that note, we have to give Taylor like super proper shout out, because he was part of that conversation. Like that week, he texts us and he's like, hey guys, I could like get you little computers and you could just start doing the thing. And it started, and he made it he facilitated it. But it was just convenient for us.
Yeah.
It just worked, and we slowly didn't get in our own way, and oh, well, we're busy, oh, we're free, I can do this, I can do that, and here we are. And then Blake took the reins. I can't relate to anyone, because I don't know, seeing what Blake does and what he's done to get us here, it's fucking wild. And he might not admit it, but it's insane what he's accomplished through the self-recording band too. That's all part of it. I don't know if these other bands have this type of stuff. I can't relate to them. We have our own thing, and it's just, we're taking advantage of, we've made this work, so I don't know about them.
I do think the timing is right for this kind of music to come back, though.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is it the timing?
Coolness. I mean, like, coolness skips generations. You know what I mean? So it's like the kids that are Gen Z now are reaching back, and they're going to go back to whatever's going on in like the aughts, or before what was going on then. And I think like too, like Gen Z, when you look at like, how happy are they? Right? They're not. How like, and I think like,
they're cooked.
They fucking grew up on social media. They have constant fucking shit streaming in their brain ton that everything's wrong and everything's falling apart. And like, it just is like our culture has become such a fear-based culture. And I think like nu metal just speaks to something authentic and like, fuck this, fuck everything, fuck everyone. I don't know. I just feel like it would be, if I were that age, it would connect with me like it did when I was that age.
Culturally resonant. So to that point, Blake, I don't know if it's come out yet. Tim would have to keep me honest. We interviewed Sean, the admin of r/nu metal, one of the moderators, and he told us some story where the fans on that board are kind of something else. And they were like, they'd like track down Ian at his job, and they'll call Ian, and Ian will be like, hello, this is Ian. And they'll be like, hey, I'm looking for a copy of your band's EP that you put out, like 20 copies on CDR in like 2001. Do you happen to have a copy? And Ian's like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, that was 30 years ago. I'm married with like 4 kids. But Sean was telling us that like that younger generation, not only have they latched onto it, they've taken almost that internet laser beam focus, and they're like chasing people around in real life. Like, hey, do you have a copy of your demo by chance? Because I'm looking for it on physical. And like, which is wild.
That's super legit. And being able to actually answer those people, like that kid in whatever state or whatever country, and you're like, what's happening? This is really happening right now? And it's awesome, because it took a minute, and now you have this connection. It's great.
Yeah. Kind of, it's just wild.
It's got to be super cool for the kid to actually get an answer from one of his favorite bands as well.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
You do your best, but
cool.
So far so good. I think we've nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, because shit, when I first started podcasting, when a band would message me back, I'd be like, "Holy fuck, dude!" Like,
we still get like that. We're like, "Holy shit, he responded." Now what do we say?
But you know what the difference is? We're just that kid. We're like, it's no different.
True.
It's no different. It really isn't. There's a bunch of people on the other end of our DMs that I'm like, you answered me, and like, oh, that's so we're vibing about old, like vibing about old non-point footage, and it's like we're both have this relatable thing, and it's like, oh, I guess I'm that person to somebody, but it's just what it is. It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like last time me and Jay we were at what was it? It was Orthodox and Acacia Strain, and we're sitting there talking to Adam, and it's like you could see there's like literally 50 kids surrounding like around our table talking, just waiting to like find an inch to get in and like get like an autograph or like a picture with them. Dude, it's like I'm not even in the band or like anybody that like you could be like want to take a picture with, but I was getting like fucking on edge because I'm like, yo, Adam, like that dude so wants to talk to you right now. And he's like, yeah, it's all right, I'll get to it. Like, geez, I don't know how the fuck people deal with that shit, man.
I don't know.
That happened to me once at This Is Hardcore. Like, hey, are you Tim from Ill Street News? I was like, yeah.
Yep.
And that was like super fucking weird for me. So I don't know how any musician guys deal with that shit, man.
It is nice though, because I gotta say, like, like doing a full-time thing and then like all of every weekend for a couple years, like doing it, it's like nice to people to be like, this sounds great. It's like, thank you. I was trying to make it happen, like it is nice, like the effort is appreciated.
Yeah, it's got to be cool the first it's probably cool the first few times, but then the 600 times, like, Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, to Jesse's point, we were all in that chair at some point. We were all the one trying to be like, oh, this band is awesome. I want to learn more. I would love to talk to them. Like, what do they like in person? Yeah. So it's awesome. It's full circle. Life has gone full circle. All right, we're running up on time, so I'm gonna take us out of here. We want to thank the Stepa guys for coming on again. Ian, get in the tornado shelter, dude. We'll say some positive words for you. But we always love having all you guys on, and we look forward to having you on again when the singles start coming out, when the album's coming out. And
we'll send them ASAP. We'll send as stuff is mixed, you'll get the first draft of the mixes.
Fantastic.
Just don't share it. And
looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are definitely looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to get us out of here. NewBreed_podcast at Twitter and Instagram, newbreedpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to leave us an audio complaint, please do. Tim and I enjoy it. 267-297-4627. Don't disguise your voice. We'll play it on air. New episodes every Wednesday. New drunken reaction vids every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Go to Stepa. Go to their website, eastwind.printavo.com/merch/Stepa. Buy a t-shirt. Come on, people. Buy a t-shirt. And those of you that want to see them live, save your allowance. We'll see you in the fall. Until next week. Cheers.
Guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Later.
Anytime.